anyway.
Yeah,
we spent a lot of time faffing.
It was a lot of time
recap. You have been recapping a lot lately, Travis, so I can take it.
Yes, go on, Lars. Then.
So,
both of you get an inspiration point, by the way.
Oh,
yay! I already had the inspiration.
But I've always said that Spelljammer will continue regardless.
I
of
already
everything,
have one,
so it will.
Okay. Right, nice. So since Bonnie wasn't there she was having a massage while the other team members did interviews.
The
more
beautiful chiseled Jin coming in and out of her room. No one noticed.
Yeah. We decided.
I'm going to interject for 1 minute. I'd like to think that Bonnie had many bits of room service, and the room service stayed for way too long sometimes, and left.
Who knows? No one paid attention.
Exactly. No one really paid attention to the 20 times that Bonnie ordered room service from these Jin men. And they just never reappeared.
That sounds like she was killing them, but sure.
You can't really kill a Jin, but yes, carry on, sorry.
Yeah. The crew got, from what I understand, to do interviews with our next companion that is joining the ship.
Yes.
And since that was going to be my character to play, I actually got the final say. And we picked Hero Blade Hirokun, which will forever change his name because Bonkers is stealing his name, we decided, whenever he don't remember it.
However, we are not stealing the original name I stated as DM. He still keeps his original name, but keeps changing the name.
Okay, so he's an artificer of sorts, which works a little like a rune knight.
I hate to say it, but I did pick very good homebrew classes for all these characters, which made it really hard for you.
Yes. So he basically, on the trip over to where we are now, because we were given some option and we went to the distress signal.
Do you want me to tell you the options?
I mean, sure.
Options were distress signal on the far planet, a Vordoni weapons factory, or a defector who defected from the Vordoni years ago.
Yes.
Starting with the distress signal.
Yeah, starting with the distress signal. And on the way over to where we are now, Hirokun Blade Hero.
You have to keep up with these name changes, because I'm not.
Sat down and did some crafting with Bonkers on his new wingsuit. And yeah, okay,
yep.
Nice.
I need to add that in
I think we flavored it as he was using the fabricate spell once a day when they came up with a new ID to see how it would sort of fit or work for Bonkers. I think that's how we flavored it.
Yeah, basically, because it was quicker than Bonkers trying to basically create it himself.
Yeah, I was planning on being sewing for the next 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, you were putting in the work, and then this lovely artificer comes along and says, "No, I'll do it." Boom, boom.
Now
boom.
we got this. Oh, we're done.
Yeah,
right.
Easy.
So I will test it out on the next entry, the next planet entry.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We essentially had some minor role play back and forth while we were traveling. Bonnie was not doing so much because I was playing Blade Hero Harkonnen.
We changed again. I am not keeping up with this, and you're going to get so cheesed off by trying to figure out so many different names.
Oh, God.
I'm going to roll an insight check on himself to know if Bonkers realizes he's doing this. With a 12, he probably eventually would pick up on it. So this is going to stop eventually. But
Thank God for that, for my and Lars's sanity.
But he's going to probably take like 4 or 5 names before he's like, wait, am I doing the thing?
Am I taking this thing?
Yeah.
And then he'll give them all back to you in like a couple of days once he kind of realizes
now
he's
he
doing
just
it.
has an absurdly long name.
Like the goat.
Well, you get to pick from them.
Okay.
Didn't you guys kill the goat?
No.
You'll find
I
out
was
what
on the chat.
you will find out what happens to the goat in Empire of Gauls.
All right.
The goat
I have
may or may
plans
not
for
be
it.
dead.
I have plans for it. Yeah. We got like rules to operate hold from the Emperor, as we are now at a different place with different guidelines, which basically tells us to not be assholes.
I mean, that's the general gist of it.
Yeah, and leave everything as it should be.
Do you remember the people you're meeting and where you are?
No.
You're on the moon of Anuan, and you're meeting the lovely Anunani.
Okay.
And I completely understand why you did not remember their names.
Yes. The lovely Anuanani.
The Anunani.
Yes. Which, yes, we have yet to see them, but they were sort of described as a nomadic people which don't really care too much about other people's society. So we should be respectful.
Yeah, and you've been told that the distress call is something that potentially is a Voldoni, but they call it the Matarida Dam. Nobody else but Alden remembered that last time, so I thought I would remind you of that.
Yes, I think everything in this session is Dune related.
I mean, I desperately tried to avoid Dune, however, we did get the desert dust, which is basically spice.
Yes. And even I changed Hero Blade to Harkonnen, which is Dune, so...
Yeah, I love Dune. Have you ever read the books?
It gets so abstract at one point that I can't keep up.
Dune was one of my mother's favourite films, so I read them when I was like 13.
Yeah, I'm in middle of book 3 or 4, and it's so absurd at the moment.
It's amazing. I love going back to the appendix, like, I need to look this up.
Yeah, I'm on... No, I'm not on Messiah. I am on... Which one is it?
I might reread them when I come to Norway. One thing you did miss, you were told there was an Oasis City.
Yes.
The only source of water on this planet.
I am on Children of Dune. That's where my brain is exploding and I can't keep up.
I'm going to give the option. Since we are lacking Akatsuki and we are lacking Talia, would you like to take additional crew members, or are you going to carry on as you are?
I feel like we can carry on as we are.
At the moment, you have Cassius and Malkin. I'll allow you to swap them out if you wish to.
My plan was Cassius anyway.
Yeah, Cassius is yours, but if you wish to swap out Malkin, you can. Lars.
I don't really need to, I think.
Okay. I'm just giving you the option.
Yeah, no, let's have it as it is.
If we run into a really, really hard spot, can we NPC the others?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're not gone anywhere, they're just around. I want you to know which ones you wanted in this moment, at this moment in time, basically.
So as of right now, I think I'm personally fine with the loadout as it is, just knowing that we have...
I love the fact you called it a loadout. It's appropriate, it's accurate.
We have 2 crew members on backup if we absolutely need them. We can pull them in and be like, okay, we're not going to die today. If another pirate skeleton French situation happens.
The Franc.
I think I have
Yep.
Revivify.
If worse comes to
Pretty
worse,
sure-
you can always get Moolah to destroy the planet.
Yeah. We'll
Oh.
try not to get it to come to that.
You also did discover that apparently there's something living in the sun. Or the sun is living, you don't know which.
This particular one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Oh, it is worth knowing, actually, that there was a bit of reconnaissance done as well. I believe it was actually by Bonnie.
What? What did I do?
And you found some glow shells.
Oh, that's right.
No, I
Is it
don't
Bonnie?
think I'm the one that found them.
I think we just saw them as we were descending.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you saw them. Okay, but you saw some glow shells.
I think as a crew we did a light flyover.
I think somebody did
Yeah.
like a flyover, and I can't remember specifically who. You also met.
yeah,
you
no.
also met Ambassador. You also met Ambassador Ozar, who's the indigenous
Yeah.
species.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Talia went above everyone.
Was it
on
Talia?
the bird.
That's it, because
Yeah.
she was on. Yeah. That is.
What was his name again? Ambassador.
Ozar.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Some of the Spelljammer does allow me to use some really cool artwork.
Yes.
And he is an Anunnaki, right?
No, he is from Nocturnus.
Oh, that's right. You said something about him being native, so I was
no,
like,
no,
oh, so
no. He is in charge of the indigenous. He is part of the indigenous species department
yes.
because everyone
He
loves
is.
bureaucracy.
Yeah.
I
Let's
mean,
be honest.
you're gonna be around-
Nocturnus, if nothing else, is a bureaucracy.
Yeah.
It's a utopian bureaucracy, but it's still a bureaucracy.
Yep. It functions as well as probably fairly perfect for a bureaucracy because it's not actually that laggy. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot, and there's a lot to manage, so you can kind of understand the bureaucracy a little bit.
Yeah.
More like red tape than actually hold back.
Yep.
So yes,
Procedures, protocols, everything to keep the city running smoothly.
everything to keep the status quo exactly.
So, Bunkus,
Yeah.
let's not take anything, I suppose, and let's see what they need.
Why would you look at me when you're saying that?
I don't know. Why would I look at you when saying that?
What?
And she walks.
May the
I have
sand
no
be
idea
with
what you meant. I would like to insight check.
I mean,
It's
I
probably
think
gonna
that's
go exactly
reasonable.
as
yeah,
It's an 11.
which is
Okay.
exactly how we expected it to go.
Just about, as one of the podcasters I say goes, the least funny roll.
Oh God,
And
Ronnie! I mean, you
You
still
just-
understand what he means at this point.
Yeah, you
Gee,
just. She's just poking fun at you. There's nothing behind those words, just teasing.
Feel a little confused, but all right. I know I'm a rogue, but I don't have a reputation for theft, really.
See, I am in two minds whether Ozar is coming with you. Yeah, Ozar is coming with you.
I think for a basic introduction, he probably would be.
Yes.
So
Alright,
I'm going to give you two options as players above table.
Okay.
Would you like to go across the sands of Anuan, or do you wish to just go straight to the oasis?
Is it sandworms here?
All the ways. Fuck it, there are now. I was deliberately trying to avoid sandworms. But screw it, there are now.
I would love to teleport over and not learning how to walk in a very strange rhythm to avoid the sandworms.
Travis?
We can make a tiger out of its teeth if you need more weapons.
Oh God, that would be an amazing dagger. That's definitely some sort of poison damage. No, that would be like force damage, wouldn't it? More than anything.
I
No, it'd be
mean,
poison damage, I think. Purple worm poison. It's
Yeah.
literally an item.
yes.
It would just be a
Purple
dagger that
worms.
always is coated in purple worm poison, which is like 4d10 or something like that of poison
Yeah.
damage. It is a
It's one
thing
of
in the player's handbook.
It's one of
Anyway.
the most potent poisons.
Yeah,
Very much so.
and one of the rarest.
Yeah.
I think so.
We say it's one of the most potent. This exists outside of Spelljammer, which we all know the rules of D&D don't necessarily apply to.
Yes, because there's more than one planet.
Yeah, because literally there is more than one planet. There's no other need for the explanation to that.
Purple worm poison. As a item in D&D, this poison must be harbored from a dead or incapacitated purple worm. A creature subject to this poison must make a DC 19 Constitution save or take 12d6 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Poison can be applied to weapons, ammunition, traps, and other damage that deal piercing or slashing, and remains potent until delivered to a wound or washed off. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get a hold of some of that for fish and put it on its claws.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Although I'm not sure you can use it like you use your almost Eldritch Blast kind of ability.
No, I wouldn't be able to do it on that. I would be able to use it on my physical claws, though, which I also have now
True, you would be.
because I've augmented them.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So we're going straight for Oasis then, yes?
I will say that I kind of want to go through the desert and with some purple worms.
I will be honest, there is
we
utterly an
can do that.
opportunity. You will be going through the desert later. So,
Totally fine then. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the city then, so we can skip this. So
Okay.
Ozar, lead the way. We'll follow your lead and your expertise in this area.
I have little
Otherwise, we'll
expertise.
mostly-
I have made limited contact with the natives.
Compared to
will
our experience and his
They'll
expertise.
follow.
And as he's walking along, he's basically asking you what your credentials are for this job, because clearly it's rather prestigious to be ambassadors for Nocturnus. So,
Well,
I don't know why he's taken on this voice, but we're going with it anyway. So, what did you do to
It's
get
the
this
dry
position?
weather.
Yeah, it's the dry heat. He's not used to this. He's desiccating slightly. So,
Well-
what are your credentials? What did you do to get this position? You don't look like nocturnal natives.
well, nah. Long story short, we've done a few favors for the Immortal Emperor, and he has
God bless him.
come to depend on us as sort of. Wild cards isn't the right term because we are pretty good at what we do, but
Mercenaries.
expendable.
I have been planetside for some time, so relations aboard my home planet are rather lost to me.
I think you can call
you don't keep up on the net?
mercenaries.
I have been informed to call you diplomatic envoys.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Point being, we operate not really outside of you guys' laws because we do still adhere to all of the Nocturnal principles. But just that we're a little bit extra, a little bit new and different. So
I
we
can
can-
see.
And very effective.
We
Yeah,
shall
we've-
see that.
we have proven effective so far. We've brought in a few very handsome bounties for dangerous individuals.
I really thought you were going to say very handsome Shin for a second.
Also, that's not my department.
Yeah, they are very handsome.
I spent 3,052 years at the Council and University of Nocturnus establishing diplomatic affairs and studying their inaction of. And then I was elevated to the Inner Council. From there, I was applied to the Indigenous Species District, which I find rather inviting and rather interesting.
How's the pay?
The pay is amazing.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
I
probably get-
receive. He's not in any way hiding anything at this point.
Yeah.
I receive approximately 3,567 credits per year.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
a very good
With
pay, I
health
think.
benefits, dental, mummification,
Or unhealth
and,
benefits, as
and-
it may be.
Yeah, unlife benefits, psychological help, advancement with career prospects. And he goes on this large string of like, do you know how companies tell you how good it is to work for them with all these benefits? He's literally doing that for the diplomatic and foreign affairs service. For,
That
for Nocturnus.
sounds. And overpay, like overtime pay. Do you get that?
We work on planet side generally. We gain a small risk pay and overtime pay.
Ooh.
Although the job is intriguing enough to pay for itself. I've been to many distant planets with strange creatures and locals, which I find most interesting.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a really cool job. That's kind of what we're doing a little bit of, but not to the same expertise that you do.
Yeah, and not have the same pay.
No, I'm afraid not.
I mean, we get paid
Perhaps
comfortably, but not like
perhaps we
that.
can negotiate that. How many thousands of languages do you speak?
I speak
I
like
can
2 or 3.
speak
I forget.
4.
Ah, that could be a limiting factor.
A little bit, yeah.
I am fairly decent in Trikin.
I speak approximately 3,700 languages.
That just
I
seems
speak
excessive.
It just seems excessive. In a freaking expansive multi-universe, it seems excessive, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It seems excessive.
I speak 2. 2.5 if you count like the local lingo. I'm good at decoding slang and symbols and stuff like that.
So I understand you do not speak Anunnaki.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I presume, and he will, on the way, he will just sort of quizzically look at your ear to see if there's a perforation. I presume you have been given the gift of language.
Yes, we have. I don't think we'd even be talking right now, right? If it weren't for that. I assume you're speaking Nocturnan.
Garung.
I am speaking common presently, as I thought it would aid in your enjoyment of the conversation and our familiarity.
Even better. I appreciate it. I apologize. I just wasn't. I've gotten used to not paying attention to the language since it all just comes with the same.
It is a novelty which wears off quickly, yes.
It works nicely, though.
It
I will
also
tell
makes
that
you
much.
aware of literally how old everyone on Nocturnus is.
Yeah.
They're over 3,000 years old, most of them. This guy is quite a young Nocturnan.
Bonkers is 26.
Would you like me to transfer that into Nocturnan years?
26. No.
Actually, Nocturne years are just really fast, so you're about 2,600 years
Yeah,
old.
that's what I was about to say. Literally, the rotation is just really quick.
Planet's just whipping around the sun.
The Anunnaki village is
Gotta go fast.
not far, and he will point to a small oasis you trek across this tiny piece of desert. As you can see ahead of you is a large sprawl of trees in the middle of an arid landscape, and you can see sort of fires blazing up and a small palisade wall around. It seems primitive to a degree, but well established enough that it's quite a comfortable place to be. Like a large outpost. Please feel free to trade with the Anunnaki. They may have much they can offer you, but our aim here is to solve their problems. In the meantime, if you wish to have anything around them, please. Our cultural affairs are something very close to my heart. This voice is very easy, actually. This is creeping me out. Very close to my heart. And any trade with them would be a positive. But please do not attempt to increase their technological understanding. It is not positive. We have tried it on many occasions, and it usually leads to war.
Yeah.
You have warred with them on many occasions.
It usually leads to civil war. We do not believe in acting in war.
He who gets the better technology, the other ones start to want it, and then there's a fight that breaks out. It's
Indeed.
the kid that gets the cool new toy at school.
Indeed. And
Yes, and then you beat him up because he's a nerd.
Exactly. There we go. That's the exact example I was going for.
Yes.
Ozar will give both of you a side eye as you say that. Because he's clearly the archetypal nerd.
I was on the receiving
He's a
end of
nerd with a
several
lot
of
of
those.
money.
I mean, he
Why do
is
you
a
think I'm so-
nerd with a hell of a lot of money. He's literally the equivalency of a civil servant.
Poggers, do we need lunch money, perhaps?
If you wish to charge anything to the cultural relations, please do so, and a bill will be sent within reason.
How is the food here? Do these people eat?
These people do eat.
Imagine.
It is mainly protein pastes and fruit, but they do have a cuisine. I have partaken myself for enjoyment alone, but it is not too awful. It is much like a place we believe you have on Toril called Morocco. There is lots of spices and fruit combined into dishes. Very rich sauces.
Okay, I can get that.
This sounds like a
never been
place
to
that
Toril.
Have you not?
No.
You must go. Wonderful vacation spot, but look out for the natives. They bite.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
A couple of
they
crew
do.
members are
Actually,
from Toril.
neither of you have been to Toril. It's worth knowing.
No.
Bonnie
Some of the
grew
crews
up on
from Toril,
Kemet.
though.
Bonkers lived in the Fae.
Yes.
Malkin was born in the Fae but visited Toril. Cassius is from Toril.
Oh,
So there's one
good for
Torillian.
him.
That's fair.
I will wait for you at the chieftain's hut. As you approach the village, the doors will open at the sight of Ozar. I have got an accord with the natives so far. It is how we have learned the information from the distress call. Please feel free to explore the city and meet me at the chieftain's hut when you feel it is an appropriate time. There may be attacks in the meantime, but we do not know. So time is not of the essence. Now we are here. It may be enough of a deterrent.
But
Very
we'll
understandable.
meet you at the chieftain's hut. We go over a plan and discuss something, and then we'll meet you. He
Indeed.
says with a smile.
Get used to some, try some local cuisine, do a little bit of trading, pick up some, I don't know, I could use a new, something that's desert appropriate, some new cloak or foot wrappings or something.
Tuscan Raider outfit.
Just little things. Poke around a little bit, see what we can find out. And we'll keep our head on a swivel in case something does go down. But otherwise, we'll meet you at the chieftain's hut in a little while.
I mean, he's already walked off at this point.
Oh, no.
But we'll look back and
Sounds-
say, yes. And they continue
Sounds
to
good.
walk. He walks all the time with his hands clasped in a rather peaceful way. Almost like a monk would walk. There's literally no threat to him in apparent. As you've met his boss, so it kind of tracks that he would act in a similar way.
Makes sense.
The village around you is bustling, and the smells of herbs, spices, and a strangely almost... How do I phrase this?
Cinnamon. Spice.
I'm just going to go with a strangely aromatic aroma permeates everywhere. They're far away from the desert of the Anunnam, outside of the walls, seems to be lush and verdant, and the air here seems filled with moisture, and the trees themselves seem to grow lush and verdant. Indeed, in the centre of the town, there is a large oasis, literally, surrounded by light rocks and crystals which seem to appear naturally. The town itself, I'm deliberately not putting you on the map. The town itself is filled with markets and large wood buildings which seem to deliberately have been made from the trees around them, but frugally so. It seems to be a rather bustling place with a few Anunnani, but there doesn't seem to be too many around. Market stalls, little campfires and encampments around. Even some horses of strange variety seem to indicate that there's some sort of travel. Now I'll move maps. Welcome to please do not judge me for this. Oasis Laracus.
Mm, mm, a little bit of judgment.
I didn't create that name. I asked an AI deliberately to create me a name, and it still came up with that.
Uh, how do you spell Arrakis?
Larekas.
Ekas. Arrakis.
Yes. Then
All right.
I do love this map as well.
yes.
It
I'm
is
getting
slowly loading in
flashback.
for me.
I'm deliberately trying to use small maps for you.
I appreciate it. Um, yeah, there are things that I'll eventually do to get my computer running better, but for now it's just this. I've also been keeping my eyes on a new computer potentially. We'll see. I don't know.
I thought you were just getting a Mac.
Eventually, yeah. Um, I don't think I have Mac money right now,
Yeah, no. Understandably.
so I'm trying to make
Mm,
this one limp along for as long as I can.
oh,
Uh, what?
what do we want to start with?
Well, I was gonna ask. I'm gonna take a look around. Taking a look around and seeing what the closest couple of stalls sell. What these, if this looks like a merchant of some kind, or a food cart, or just a person's house.
In your close vicinity in front of you, you see a small encampment with some tents and some sort of storage barrels and chests, and a campfire blazing in the middle. It seems to oddly have a white flame rather than a red flame, which a red and orange flame, which you would presume it would have. There's a single Alanani sort of sitting by them on a crate, scribbling in a notebook. But there seems to also be hanging washing around and other such things, which indicate this is sort of more of a residential area than an area for trade.
Mhm.
Well,
I'll
I think right now we're
just
just
go
by
over here.
some people's homes, so let's go ahead and yeah, let's head deeper into the city.
As you travel deep through the city, the trees rise above you to over 50 feet, offering you some form of shade, which is a great relief from the amount of. I realise that nobody can control Malkin, can they?
Yeah.
Hang on, you have Cassius. I will give Lars control of Malkin for now.
Yay.
That works.
As you travel through the large trees, the cobblestone path beneath you seems to be made from almost compressed sandstone. As you pass by many sort of residential encampments, they seem to be almost nomadic, as you would presume they would. Ahead of you, you see you presume to be some sort of a horse. However, it seems to have 3 heads and be covered in scales, much like a fish. There is a forking road in front of you, one to the north and one to the northeast. The northeast seems to lead to a large domed wooden structure, and the north seems to lead further in and into the oasis area.
Hmm. So do we want to trade? Do we want to see what they have? Should we just do what we came for and then trade afterwards?
I think wandering around a little bit and just I hate to say
Isn't it?
doing the touristy things, but getting familiar with the landscape, I think, would probably benefit us at the moment, especially in the long run. For our mission, people would see us and people would vaguely know us at least at that point.
I mean,
Um,
yeah, but aren't we here on sort of a rescue mission?
yeah, but Ozar did say that we're not necessarily nothing's urgent because there's not really anything going on right this second. So he said to keep his head, our heads on a swivel in case anything does pop off, any kind of attack from this unknown monster. But not unknown. I just forgot the name. Um,
This known monster.
this known monster, the unknown to me monster. But um, point being, I don't think we have to do anything urgent right now. So I was going to see about getting grab some local food and drink and grab some. See if there's any kind of bazaar or a trade center that we could maybe buy anything from, not souvenirs, but buy things at, so that we kind of fit in and feel more like part of the community when it does come time to help.
This fish horse does not like me.
What are you animal handling?
The fish horse.
The fish horse.
Use the force, Luke.
Yeah, no, it does not like you in the slightest. It will move away from you and trot away and begin eating from this strange crawling mass once more. Oh
It
god.
loves bonkers.
Sadly, by the time Bonkers has done that, the creature has already moved away.
Yeah, so
Bonkers is fast enough.
I'm not gonna chase a horse. This looks like I'm assuming some kind of prey animal.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna chase it. I'm just gonna walk casually over and start talking to it. Hey, buddy, what you doing over there? Even though it's like 20 feet away right now. Just gonna be there vaguely. See what happens.
and Ananani will begin walking towards you.
Don't talk to the horses. Don't feed the animals.
First of all, its language sounds like a low guttural sound, almost a reverberation rather than words. But as it continues to speak exactly like that, but as it continues to speak through some sort of rebreather, because you can hear the breathing in and out, a bit like Darth Vader. Slowly its words start to make sense. And it's
Yes.
the gist of what it's saying is, please don't disturb the argali they are eating.
I'm sorry. I see animals and I want to pet.
If you have questions, I am willing to answer as best I can. It is rare we receive visitors.
Are these
They are.
prey animals or are they hunters?
These are creatures we brought from Aduat. They have not known prey or hunt for many generations.
They're very pretty, with the scales and the it kind of shimmers in the light. It's very nice.
Sadly, these are not the best specimens. If you wish for the best specimens, you should perhaps visit our planet of Aduat, with invitation only, of course.
I mean, it seems like
We'll
something
keep
we
that
could
in
do
mind.
for vacation.
If we can get an invite, that is.
My name
But
is Sagowin.
Sagowin,
Hey,
it's nice to meet
Sagowin.
you. I'm. You can call me Bonkers.
May I indeed bonkers.
And you can call me Bonnie.
Bonnie. You joke, yes?
No.
In our
That's-
language, Bonnie means to fornicate.
That's fitting.
And you will see Bonnie sort of laughing as she keeps looking. She doesn't look at the man. She keeps the eye on the animals because she still wants to pet.
If you should approach the animals, whistle in a low hum. It soothes them.
I will try that after we gotten something to eat. Is there a place for food here?
There is a place for food. And he will raise his arm very slowly and point with one of his 3 fingers in a direct northerly direction. The Grand Bazaar is just over there. As he does so, his finger will light up.
Well, thank you so very much. What was your name again?
My name is Sargan.
Sargan?
Sargan.
There we go. I'm writing it down.
Please.
And one last time, what were these beautiful animals called?
Argali. Strange creatures to you, but to us, we have been around them for so long.
Yeah, no, they're quite gorgeous. I've been I go all over the place, so I've seen a lot of strange things in my time. This is nothing new. They're just rather pretty, to be totally
He
honest.
will walk up and touch your face. Without asking you, as if it's a perfectly normal thing to do.
I, I think, other than being mildly startled, just let it happen because I don't know local customs.
I have seen much in you. And he will put his hand down after those words, that's all.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. Thank you very much for your time. We apologize if we disturbed your Agalieni, but we hope you have a wonderful
I
day.
have been disturbed little. The
That's good.
Matarid Aldam disturbs them greater than you.
That sounds about right. We're hoping to keep an eye out and maybe help you guys with that somewhat. Actually, we were just gonna go get some lunch, but what do you know about the Madrid Adam?
A terrible creature. It comes out of the night and soaks the sand in blood, searching for any prey it can find. We put
Sounds about all.
up symbols to protect our homes, and he will point to a symbol on the abode over here, which looks like this.
So it's nocturnal.
It does not venture into the oasis, but outside the sands. Any half game.
Yeah, that's pretty understandable. It sounds pretty bad. But this wolf symbol helps, or this symbol helps protect against it.
We believe so. We have not been bothered in the oasis, only patrols and the outskirts. I lost 5 Agari the last time we sent out a patrol.
Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear about that, but
They are
it's a little bit
they
of
are one with the Sandlord now.
The
understandable.
Sandlord?
Does he know the Candy King guy? No. No, I'm not actually gonna ask that.
Does he know the Candy Cane Man?
Yeah. Sandlord, any
Would
relationship?
I know anything? Would I know if this is religious with that 22?
Yes, it is most definitely a religious remark. The Sandlord is some sort of deity to them.
Okay, so the one with the Sandlord, you say. Is that a good thing to be?
The Sandlord holds them in his embrace. They are no longer in this world. For the dead are the lucky ones.
Is
I see.
I think you might be reading too much into it, Bonnie. Just
She's a fucking priest, what do you expect? Someone just mentioned a strange god. Heresy.
I haven't said no such thing.
Just genuine feeling. Oh no, you're not a paladin, sorry.
No, I'm a cleric.
You're a cleric, yes, you're more accepting
I'm
of
a
people's
whiskey
religion.
priest.
Exactly, you're a whiskey priest. It says enough.
I can understand other people's religion. But yes, so let's go have something to eat, Marcus, and
May the Sandlord be with you.
and may the Sandlord be with you
Yes.
as well, Sagwin. Thank you for your time.
May the Sandlord be with you.
Head back this way and head off. A polite first interaction.
Yeah,
Appropriate first contact.
Yeah.
We haven't done any harm yet.
Yet.
So,
Yet? Don't say that.
I
The
should-
goal is none at all unless it's to the
Sandlord.
Madrid Aldam.
Well done. You made notes.
I wrote it down.
I love that you write down really specific things. I think you write more notes in Spelljammer than anywhere else because of the weird names.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
As you proceed further down the path, the tree canopy continues with some very large palm trees. However, to your right, you seem to get a swift cool breeze from the oasis in the center of the town. Obviously, why life has grown up around it. The waters seem clear, but obviously oddly sort of tealy green in nature.
Hmm.
Oh no, it's a mini golf
it's
water.
a mini golf water. Yes, it's completely unnatural.
It's a very pretty blue color. It shouldn't be.
Why is it blue?
Hmm. I mean, a simple light spells in the water would make that happen.
But yeah, man, that breeze feels nice. It's getting it's a little toasty here, isn't it?
This is more or less how I remember Kemet to be.
Yeah, it's probably quite homely
Really?
to you, actually.
Yes, I like this.
It's a little warmer than I'm used to.
Yeah, it's
But
about
it's
45
doable.
degrees at the moment.
Yeah.
You should keep a lot of liquids. Drink
Oh
it
yeah.
as
No.
much water as you can.
Actually, here it's a cool 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This close to the water.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like we had a river like that in Arizona, and you could literally like feel it getting cooler as you walk towards the river.
Yeah, it's basically it.
You walk 100 feet away from the river, and it's 20 degrees hotter now.
It's like walking in and out of air conditioning.
Yeah, literally. Like the river just absorbs that much of the heat from the ambient heat.
The
Mhm.
water and the
So-
minerals almost seem to sing around it as well.
Can I
It's
just
things like
You can audibly hear them.
can
Like a
I
high
just
pitch.
with like some form of finesse swing my solo song so it kind of sings with the whatever we're hearing?
That's performance, yes. It's just a normal echo vibration of the minerals.
14. I can do a semi good job.
I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. It's
It's-
It's out of time, but appropriately tuned.
that's really interesting. The must be some kind of energy in the air
This is not Black Parade.
here.
We just talked about a death
Have-
cult. Why can't Bonnie be a little sad?
I mean, true. Actually, I give you that.
Have I ever heard of any phenomenon like this happening in all of my other travels where sand or minerals in the air vibrate and make like humming type noises?
History.
Okay.
Hmm.
12.
It's not unheard of in the Feywild for rocks to sing.
That's true.
That's concerning.
They also scream when you try and mine them.
Some of them, yeah.
The Bloodstone.
Any stone.
Well, that's why you get fast at it. You gotta hit them fast enough.
Oh, so
Or you
can-
just wear hearing protection because it does get pretty loud from what I hear.
I love the stop
Hear me
screaming.
out.
To stop the screaming, stab faster.
I mean, it tends to work.
Why do you think we don't use gravel roads?
I'm
Wait, have you been to the
I've never-
Feywild?
No, I
Grass.
have never been to where you come from.
That's true. I've never been to where you come from either. So either way,
No.
Oh God knows, Bonnie gonna lead them back to Kemet at some point. Meet my people.
Here's my parents.
He's
You get
my
to,
reprobate brother who decided to join and be an artist.
Mhm. He didn't go the Dreamweaver thing that we had planned for him, so he's a bit of a jackass, but sure.
His wife's a local
Modern
hooker.
society. Yeah. So we're walking in to the bazaar.
As you walk across a small house to the left of you, seems to be some sort of shop or abode. You can't quite tell, but there seems to be an
Nice.
Ananani sitting outside, He seems to, in a small hole in his breathing mask, which all of them wear, have an indentation and be smoking almost what you would call a pipe. But from it seems to be
Is
coming bubbles.
Hmm.
Smoking the good stuff.
And what may you have here?
I'm just gonna nod politely and keep walking unless Bonnie does something else.
I does something else.
Um,
His body questioning him.
Yes.
I am on my break.
Lovely, lovely, lovely day to have a break.
Indeed, it is.
they're on their break, Bonnie. Leave them alone. We'll come back. Maybe have a chat later, but not right now.
I'm just trying to be polite.
Bonnie is a priest. She has no concept of downtime.
And she takes a swig of her hip flask as she walks by.
The individual will put his hand on your leg with your purse. What is that?
Oh, this is whiskey. Do you want to try some?
May I?
Yes. What is your concept about alcohol or
What is
drugs?
alcohol?
It kind of disassociates you a little from reality.
Maybe best not to try it if you haven't tried it already.
I mean, one little sip.
Here's Bonnie corrupting the locals. One tiny
mean,
sip. As you said, his mask will sort of slowly come out to form a straw.
Sure.
It's a little bit creepy.
I'm not gonna stop, but this is that whole technology thing.
Yeah, but
Don't give them stuff they already don't have.
It's just whiskey.
Are you offering it to him still?
I'm offering him a tiny bit of whiskey. Less than a shot worth of whiskey.
He will drink it.
And then spontaneously combust or something.
Instantly shrivel up.
He will instantly black out.
Ah.
And fall flat on the step.
I will try to catch him as he falls.
With his bubble pipe still slightly spurting.
Acrobatics to catch him?
Yes, I'll allow
Athletics?
medicine.
Medicine. Okay.
This is a medicinal
No.
act, is it not?
To catch him? No.
You're trying to save his life or protect him in some capacity. The other Nani will fall on his back with the bubble pipe spurting out. He has no visible expression, so it's very hard for you to tell how exactly he is or how he's feeling.
I mean...
Give me a second. I am trying to find Cassius's character sheet to see if
I am
be able to
priest
help.
myself. God damn it.
Bonnie, fix it.
I'm casting lesser restoration on him.
Are you actually?
Yes. He's
Uh,
not poisoned anymore.
He will slowly begin to come round, sort of stir and stand up.
I get a little taste.
He took the smallest little sip.
Yeah,
That was interesting. By disassociate, you mean lose willingness.
Almost. Just
normally
not
the effects are
usually not that hard.
Yeah, normally the effects are a little less extreme, but also if you haven't had it before,
It's your
that's
first time.
can happen.
Yeah.
So I apologize for my friend here and her poor judgment.
And
Enjoy the rest of your break.
Not
Enjoy the rest of your break.
I will. Yeah, Bonka's like, enjoy the rest of your break. Enjoy the rest of your break. Bonnie, move. Enjoy the rest of your break.
Are you implying that it's not enjoyable to be around me?
I mean, when you get the natives drunk for no reason.
Yeah.
Wow, let's pray that Lars doesn't become a parent anytime soon.
Yeah, your 4-year-old
Not
asks for the
anytime
whiskey
soon.
too.
I mean, I'll let my 4-year-old try. Oh, wait. What's happening? Oh, no. Yeah, no. Sorry, Grandma, I can't take the phone.
Do you need a 5-minute break to talk to Grandma?
No, it never takes 5 minutes. And she understands if I hang up, I'm busy.
She talks to you more than someone else.
No.
Maybe she'll have visitors.
I mean, I can
So she
call
won't
her
talk to you
one
either.
day. No, it's fine. But we can take 5 minutes so we can grab drinks and
It
toilets.
seems prudent to take a 5-minute now at this point, to be honest.
Yeah.
A 5-minute.
fucking crab rave at you.
Mighty. Do we have crab rave? No, we do not have crab rave.
You don't.
Do you have other sounds than me? Yes, you do. Why am I hearing ocean sounds?
Wait for it!
This is a long intro.
It is a long intro.
This is not happening. What the fuck is this?
Is this where we banished the speaker to?
Yes.
Yes, the real world. I hope you're screen recording this, Alex.
I'm streaming it!
Yay!
Why are we like this?
I am sniffing that.
Why snipping it?
Mhm.
No, this is the highlights.
Yeah, this is a highlight, but I am sniffing it.
Snipping it?
As in, I'm taking it out and keeping it. Yep, I know.
Oh, that's why I was like, I hope you're recording this.
Absolutely. I was streaming it too.
That was the most fun I have had in several days.
Crab raving in a D&D session, which has no relation to the current campaign.
Nope.
None of us discussed that. It just happened.
I mean, you just gotta roll with it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay,
So-
back to putting the aeronauts, bonkers aeronaut wingsuit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to change the references.
And I'm done poisoning this.
Actually, wild
Person.
lights.
Asuna,
Bonkers
yeah.
just doesn't work well as a name in here for an item.
Mm.
Good girl. You're so cute. Yes.
Thank you.
Not you. You know my cat is 18 this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which means
That's
she's been
old.
with me for over half my life.
Oh my.
Crap.
Yeah.
But you have been with her for all her life.
Since she was 6 months or 4 months, I can't recall. And she could fit in my hand.
Yes. I hope she can still fit in your hands. You just need...
Hands, rather than... It's plural rather than singular now.
Mm-hmm.
The wingsuit you said requires attunement.
We said we'd
correct?
remove the attunement, I believe.
That's right. I wasn't sure because I think just a gliding suit, attunement wouldn't make sense. If we go the full Iron Man route, it absolutely
yeah,
should.
we discussed we'd remove it. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was
If it was the case of like power armor, we would utterly accept that you need attunement for it.
Yeah, but this it's like literally just gliding. That's 100% all
Yeah.
this does.
So
No
yeah,
it's just
hovering.
Fancy
It's not a
clothing.
jetpack.
No.
no pulsar blasts or arc reactors. No.
Nope.
So
Yes.
yeah, Body has stopped poisoning the natives.
They asked for a bit of fireball.
They were curious about it.
I love that we've now accepted that Body's whiskey is just fireball.
And I gave them
Fireball. Anyway, you gave them Fireball.
yes.
You did
And
it in
the
the
good
right
kind.
tone.
The good kind. I can give them the bad kind too, but I gave them the good one.
Would it have had a different effect?
I mean, very different effect.
Yes.
Okay.
One's to whom I would like, the others to whom it may concern.
Yes. Everything is within fireball distance.
One requires permission.
One requires consent, the other does not.
There we go.
So
Wild
are we,
lights,
on
arrows.
that logic, are we saying that fireball is technically rape? Because it doesn't require consent.
Aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault. Okay.
Yeah,
That
assault
makes
absolutely.
it better. That makes it better.
Oh, it's non-consensual, harmful contact.
Oh, the instant we put non-consensual in, it makes me panic.
I mean, I will not say it's okay to ever be hit by a fireball, so no.
I mean, I think that's reasonable.
That's why you get a deck save, literally.
Yeah. Dodge, bitch, dodge.
It's only done in self-defense.
Yes, but yes. Moving
It's
on.
like pepper spray.
Pepper spray. Wait, what?
It has the same burning effect.
I mean, no,
Yeah, all right.
no.
I see where you're going, though.
Much less kind of flesh melting, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. Pepper spray is a mild fireball.
So, enjoy your break. Bonnie, come on.
Yes, I am literally right beside you.
As you're walking forward, to the left of you, you see what seems to be some sort of market, but it seems to be much smaller and just filled with fruit, vegetables, and minor things. Across the oasis, you can see a much larger, what you presume to be the bazaar, surrounded by almost like a rope canopy, which seems to have no effect whatsoever other than visual, with a grand amount of stalls. Directly across from you, however, is a large hut with the head of a falcon perched above it, almost in a sculpted wooden fashion, presumably the Elder's hut. As indeed you walk past, you can hear the voice of Ambassador Ozar inside, along with an Anunnaki who seems to speak in a rather dignified tone.
There. Now we know where we're going, at least.
Yeah, but I don't feel like we should go in there yet.
No, give them a little bit of time to discuss what they need to, and we'll pop back in a bit. I kind of want to check out the local foods. Something smells really good, and I can't place my finger on it.
I mean,
Yeah, a
because
number of
he's
things
too
here.
far away.
Because he has
That's
no fingers,
the-
he has paws.
That's why I want to get closer.
I mean, yeah, let's check out. I'm also kind of hungry. Or
Yeah.
peckish, or whatever you would call it.
As you move
Yeah.
forward into this area, you seem to be overwhelmed by a hitting wall of spices, and a degree of heat which a degree of heat dissimilar to the desert. It seems to be sort of a cooking heat with a degree of humidity.
Just walk into an El Pollo Loco with the open flame going, and you're
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
literally it. There are lots of woks and teppanyakis with open grills. What are those Japanese, what's it called? Thingy grill.
what do you mean?
Korean
Hibachi.
barbecue style?
Hibachi.
A hibachi. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like a big hot stone.
Yeah,
that you're
there's some
cooking
big
the-
hot stones
Okay.
they're cooking on. There's some large, what seem to be large cast iron pots. You know them as a wok, filled with ingredients, sort of firing away, along with some fresh ingredients, some weaponry, and some books, and the usual things you'd find in a bazaar in any sort of normal planet. Really, it seems to be the place to do your local shopping, and maybe eat out for street food and such things.
Exactly
even
what the doctor ordered.
Not Bonker's eyes, Travis's eyes lit up then.
We have several
So-
places like this in LA. I know just how nice they can be.
Hmm.
Nice,
So,
relative,
with
interesting, fun.
Yes.
With first shopping later.
Business for second.
I'm not sure how I feel about wearing furs. I get it, but probably not my choice.
Yeah, there seem to be loads of large creatures that seem to be skinned and placed as almost rugs or covers in some capacity.
Understand what you're meaning, but
I kind of
still,
Yeah, Bonkers kind of is fur.
I'm a
yeah.
bovine.
I mean, yeah, you're leather.
Yep.
Mm,
I'm gonna
a leather
just
coat.
pass on that.
Probably makes you feel a little uncomfortable. The first stalls you come across are two small stalls. One seems to be selling small, almost gift-wrapped items that seem to be beautifully wrapped. Across from it seems to be a large, sort of grey tented stall, which seems to be selling musical instruments of strange varieties. Over here seems to be a stall selling the hides of various animals, both flayed and against. Over here seems to be some stalls selling fresh vegetables, but also some cooked meat and food as well. The market seems to lead further on round the corner.
I would like to look at the. I'm Windows shopping or Windows browsing the instruments
Part
to
browsing.
see if there's anything I haven't seen before. Is there something unique here?
There indeed is. Some of them seem slightly familiar to you. One seems to appear almost like a harp. One seems to be a drum. Another a flute. Another a large woodwind instruments with which you blow through. Another, I've forgotten what this freaking is. Seems to be a strange instrument constructed with interlocking strands of fibres. Produces harmonies that reverberate across many places. It's a zither. I can't recall what a zither is.
Oh no, what's the zither with you?
Ugh, Travis.
Mm.
Oh, it's the weird
Yeah.
kind of like harp guitar.
Yeah, it's the weird little
Ah,
like. It looks like the inside of a piano, but outside.
Do they have any guitar?
No, but there does seem to be an instrument with 12 lines of knobs which you move up and down. It makes different sounds.
Is it an accordion?
I'm gonna
No, it is a synthesizer.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna whisper to Bonnie. I'm gonna come up behind her and just probably gonna have.
really
I'm gonna
loud.
tap her so she
Sure.
bends down. Hey, the first rule of bazaars is you don't stop the first place you see. Do a walkabout, then figure out where you want to go. Come on, let's check the whole place out.
I just window shopping.
No, I know. Just you do one quick lap and then you come back to what you
by
want to
this
see.
point, Bonnie's already holding one. Like, what do you think of this one? How does it feel? Strumming on the way on a
No,
zither.
that's when we come to clothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you're gonna
Just
get
turns
murdered or
around and
something if you do stop at the first spot. It's just make a quick lap, then figure out which
you
one.
just turn around and body's in a wedding dress for some unknown reason.
I'm shopping for summer dresses in this heat.
I mean, okay.
That
I'm
all right.
still a girl.
I mean,
This
yeah.
is very fair. Um,
I want to
this
look pretty.
is, you know what? I think before I even shopped, I would ask. I am not any one of Ina's characters.
Bronkis,
Hey,
you said
Mular,
take a...
can you
You said
Mular?
take
You got us from here still?
Affirmative.
All right. Do we have room for a slightly weird horse somewhere on the ship?
I could make appropriate arrangements in the hold.
All right. I don't know if we're gonna get one or not, but I kind of want one, but I wanted to check in first.
There was
'Cause
also
I'm not
room
just
at the
gonna-
resort for a menagerie of pets.
Ah, that's true. I'm just worried about the logistics of it all. Thanks. I'll keep you posted.
Affirmative.
And
Continuing
on,
communication.
thank you. On my loop around, I'm gonna look and see if there's not just here because I know that the bazaar is probably not the animal trading post, but I'm gonna kind of wander around the edges of the bazaar and peek out and see if there's anywhere I can find. Maybe chat up a couple of people and see if there's places where I could potentially purchase an Agali.
Every person you speak to will tell you Sagawin is the only place to purchase an Agali.
Okay. There's just a few of them here, but there's not like a breeding.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna spell it as close as I can. Good enough for notes. Sagawin?
Yeah.
He posted the name in the chat.
That one? Oh. Oh, okay, cool.
Saguin.
That's right. Sagawin's the guy, not the planet that they were from.
Yeah. I will. I think Bonnie would take Malkin on like a round to just see the
So
stalls.
close. I spelled it without the H
It's
for the
just
Agali.
kind of looking round for sort of. Are you basically girl shopping at this point? You're looking around for like nice jewelry, the odd handbag, a decent dress.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay. You're sadly disappointed to find traps and weaponry among instruments in your current location.
I mean, I was told to take a round before I was to stop somewhere, so we are taking a round and
Yep.
looking at all the stalls, and then I am going back to music instruments.
That's valid. You got to do it once through, and then you can go where you want. It's just standard procedure. You just got to check on the stuff.
Castius is just standing outside.
He wants no part of this.
He is staying where it's cool.
Yeah,
It's,
he's staying near
better-
the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hang out over here. Like,
The
45
sad
degrees
thing-
for a Tyrillian is a lot.
The
it's pretty
sad
comfy over
thing
here.
is, since Odin's not here, I can't keep pressing him to advance the flirtation with Cassius and Malkin. I would do it for him, but I feel that's rude.
I mean, I'm every single NPC, so if you wish to advance that, you have to advance it with me.
No, I like to see the fear in Odin's eyes when I tell him.
I respect that.
So on my wander through, I'm gonna take a look at the various things I see. I imagine they are much like the graphics display here.
Yeah, there seems to be a large stall here with sort of books and items. There's another stall of weapons. There's one just deliberately devoted just to strange breads that you've never seen in your life. This seems to be a stall of sort of trophies of strange animals, either planet-side or past. This seems to be just sort of a scrap vendor. Over here seems to be sort of a kitchen which is producing a multitude of food, which seem to be displayed on the tables in the interior over here. There seems to be sort of Ananani walking around tending to the tables, and there are a few sitting here. I'm not obviously going to put an Ananani at every single seat because it's just obscene. Over here seems to be sort of a fruit store with some strange fruits and vegetables you've never seen before. Obviously, it's an alien planet, so things illogical to you are kind of normal.
Probably not the first time Bonkers has walked into a bazaar of this sort.
Yeah, but usually in your bazaars they talk to you.
Well, I mean, remember he's been a Spelljammer crewman for a while.
That's true.
So he's stopped on a number of different planets before. He may not remember all of them, but he's been to places like this.
These are slightly outside the realm of where you would have explored, but yeah, it's not unknown.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just another new place that I don't know what's going on. Pretty normal.
Wild Space is basically a place that no one's explored and mapped for millennia, potentially.
Yeah. So I would like to get a snack. Probably one of the strange breads. That sounds pretty good right now. And maybe a piece of strange fruit in a little while. But let's start with strange bread. Just walk around eating little bits of it.
Roll a d6 for me.
Absolutely.
Unless you'd like to pick one, but I thought a d6 was more fun.
He's just looking for something new, a new experience. It's a 4.
You find a dark, hearty bread baked using some sort of dark flour. It seems to shimmer with strange colours, almost like an aurora. It's got a robust, earthy flavour and a dense, chewy texture that's both sort of satisfying and nourishing. Each loaf is infused with some sort of illuminating quality and makes you feel vital and have a sense of wonder.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Is it drug bread?
It's not drug bread. It's actually, I can tell you exactly what it is if you want me to. It's Aurora Rye.
All right.
Sounds very drug bread,
Drug bread is now a thing.
No, it's just it's just really good bread. I'll thank the individual.
Actually, sounds really friggin' nice, to be honest.
A chewy bread. It makes me think of like a mochi bread or something of that sort.
I think it's meant to be like sourdough kind of thing, like a rye sourdough. Like that too.
But like a mochi rye sourdough, so it's that extra dense chewiness.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. So yeah, I'm just gonna be snacking on that, wandering back through. I'll peruse the weapons. I'll wander back over to keep an eye on Bonnie because I'm not quite sure I trust her naivety yet here.
What? Ever are you talking about?
I mean, he has a point. You're very naive.
Yeah, just keeping a vague eye on you.
No. I'm trying to not be seen by a creepy bunny.
What? You don't even know that I'm trying to keep an eye on you. Let's see, though.
I have a feeling.
Ooh.
Oh. you can see that Bonnie is mainly browsing for jewelry or clothing.
Are you looking for jewelry?
Yes. But you haven't said there's any jewelry store.
You can easily find things. I said there's random stores around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's absolutely jewelry and clothing. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for either a nice ring or a nice necklace.
Okay. Would you like to roll jewelry and clothing separately, or would you like to roll them as a cumulative?
I can roll separate.
So that will be 2d6s then.
That's a 4 for the first one and a 5 for the second one.
So the ring you come across features a gemstone that seems to glow with vibrant colours. It's set in a band made from some strange metal alloy. It seems to be strong and durable. The seller will tell you it's meant to bring good fortune and protection.
What? And she would sort of try it on and just look up to
it. Seems to glimmer and shimmer with sort of green and blues and whites.
green, blues, and whites. Not necessarily my color palette, but hmm. Do you perhaps have something in the more amber or ruby style? I'm asking the trader.
I know, I'm looking. Perhaps this would help you. And he will hold up a brooch which seems to be shaped like a shrieking comet. It seems to have a blazing fiery light in its tail. And a combination of metals and gemstones create a debris field of almost like an asteroid belt. He said,
Ooh, I like
it's meant
that.
to inspire courage and adventure.
I mean, that's kind of what I need at the moment.
For 3,000 credits.
Oh, that sounded way meaner than it's supposed to be, but sure. I'll give you 3,000 credits.
Oh, I really thought you'd say no to that. Okay,
You have given me money and I am using it. Yeah. And
your clothing, you come across a cloak that seems to almost react to movement and shimmer like stars in the night. It seems to be lined with some strange creature's pelt, but seems to be warm and offer comfort in some cold places.
Just what we need here.
Yeah, it's really not the thing you should be wearing in this place, is it?
Until nighttime.
It actually says in the cold of space, so...
As in when you overdose on spice and die.
Yeah, yes. We don't talk about the desert dust.
Okay.
There is of course also a stall selling desert dust. But
okay. Well, do you can
We'll
I
come back.
get this to in a different color? Why is everything so blue and starry here?
we look to the skies and the stars to show the way.
I mean, I thought I get that, but
Perhaps I can find something else to your liking. He'll begin to look underneath. I wrote a lovely list of items, and now you want something different. Give me a second.
you can just reflavor it.
That's literally what I'm doing now. I'm thinking, what was that, a 5? Oh, here we go. Same
Yes,
thing.
it was a 5.
It seems to shimmer the sands of the desert and react to your movements again.
There
It
we
seems to
go.
be lined with strange creatures, the same thing, but it has a cool comfort of the desert light. It offers some sort of resilience and also provides comfort. It's not. It's been known to signify mystery and intrigue among the desert nomads. I love how even my clothing has to have a fucking backstory at this point. I have a problem, don't I?
A little. Okay. Yep. And you said this is a cloak, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's purely
It
visual
would.
things.
Yeah, it would fit somewhat nice with my dress, right?
Yes. Malkin replies. It goes with
No,
your
okay.
eyes.
How much?
1,500 credits.
1,500 credits. Yeah, why not?
Oh god.
Why? You're giving me over 100,000 credits.
I mean, it's true, I did give you guys a lot of credits.
And clothes are somewhat expensive.
I think we desperately need to go to bonkers at this point.
Yes.
That's fine. I've made
You're
a couple of
essentially-
decisions
Okay.
as what I'm doing. I'm gonna go around to several of the food vendors, the fruits and specifically the fruits and the vegetables, and not clear them out, but I'm going to buy a good chunk and see if I can hire somebody to run it back to the ship for me for Diranor, so that we can figure out some of the local dishes potentially.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
They are all entirely fine with that. Would you like to know what they have, or are you just happy to all of it being shipped back?
pretty much just all of it. I'm curious as to what the list is, but realistically, I'm just getting you know, yeah, 20 pounds of that, 20 pounds of that. Oh, that one looks good. 30 pounds of that, and sending it all back to the ship so Diranor has some fun fruits and
Oh,
vegetables to work with.
how to scroll so far up for my cloak now?
I'm sorry.
I said I will buy every vegetable in the world.
Which
Yes.
will cost you. It's quite a lot, so it's 1,000 credits.
Totally fine. This is for the ship. I will mark
Who
that
has a problem now
off.
buying food for
At least
almost
he's
as
buying
much as a
food.
dress?
Yeah, but this is
least
enough to
they
feed
look
like 50
pretty.
people. Yeah, Bonnie's going for the pretty.
Yeah.
Bonkers is going for the practical.
This is
You-
probably like 2 weeks of food for the entire ship. Like I want Diranor to have a nice sampling of local produce.
How can I
I'll
be
s-
slutty if I don't look pretty? Okay.
We seem to be doing fairly well with the gin so far. Although they are
Oh,
made
yeah,
to
right.
please, so.
In addition to that, I think I would like to have at least in that huge purchase a little bit of it be the local bread. Maybe not a ton of it, but a small sampling of bread because I know it doesn't keep as long.
Do you like
So
sort
just
of,
enough
do
for
you
a
like
sample.
sort of one of each, or?
Like a couple of each, so that everybody can have a comfortable taste. But yeah,
Yes,
it won't,
yes, there is a list of alien bread too.
so that it won't spoil.
Hmm.
Cosmic Shala.
Hala.
Ahala? Okay.
Nebula
Hala.
so- Nebula sourdough.
Ah.
I had fun making
Yeah.
some of these, I'm going to be honest.
Galactic baguette.
I love the Nova Naan, that's the best one I've done.
Oh.
Cooked over the intense heat of a supernova.
I feel like this is just what they tell you, but it's all still just bread that they make here.
I mean, yeah, it's just floured up to make it look more exciting.
Oh yeah. It's like when you eat something and they're like, "Yes, this goes back thousands of years and is, the legendary cure for cancer," and you're like, "It's just bread. I saw you make it right there." But it's a fun little story, just
Like
the
a
same.
marketing ploy, almost.
Yeah. Giving your bread lore.
Yeah. Why not? Why should
like
bread not have lore?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let bread have lore.
I think I put too
I
much
think
effort into
bread-
Spelljammer sometimes. I really do. I have an issue. I'm now describing bread.
That's
I have
fair.
a problem.
But yeah, so I'm getting samplings of the local fare. I will take a look at their, I guess, weapons, the knives and daggers and the light little fast things, and see if there's anything that catches my eye. I'm not necessarily looking for anything particularly magical or stand out, just something that's a nice example of local craftsmanship to pick up.
Oh, Lord, I forgot I went so weird on this one. I think I wrote these when I was doing the weapons factory.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Can you roll a d12 for me, Travis? Please roll low.
Sure.
Please roll low.
I'm just gonna roll it in here.
Oh, thank God for that. You find
Did
a
it roll it? Okay.
You find a strange blade that seems to sort of vibrate, and has almost a crystal in its core, which seems to offer some sort of power source.
Kind of pretty.
Seems to be beautifully
Feels tingly
tribally
to the
adorned.
fingers. Yeah. How much for this one? Seems like a nice knife.
300 credits.
300 credits.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm not
weapons
here-
are cheap.
I'm not here to haggle with the locals, even though that sounds really fun right now. I I want good relations, so I will say, yeah, no, that's all right, sure, here we go. I'll transfer 300 credits over.
It's also worth knowing I have been playing Old Republic recently. So this may have had an influence.
I know exactly what a vibroblade is already.
Yeah, I know you know exactly what a vibroblade is.
She said it hums, so it's just like, ooh. Mechanically speaking, not really that much different, I assume. It's still just a standard dagger.
Particularly, I will need to create it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and add it to my inventory for the moment, just with the little snippet that you've given to me. But we'll figure out the details later.
It's not going to be a lot, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not looking... I could go beyond the norms of, here's a sword, it's magical. No, here's a sword, it has a power source.
Yeah, I'm not looking... I wasn't looking for anything particularly game-breaking, just for something interesting from
something
the
native.
local craftsmen. Yeah.
Bonnie's currently looking at instruments, dresses, and jewellery. What else are you doing at this present moment in time? Bonkers is currently buying armaments and food.
I mean, boys will be boys.
Girls will be girls at this point.
Yes.
I hate to be stereotypical, but you're literally buying clothes and jewellery.
Knives and vegetables for me.
Yeah. I mean, Travis is kind of breaking
you need
the
something
tradition.
to cut the vegetable with.
I mean, I don't think a vibroblade is the thing to cut a vegetable with, though. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it would probably work nicely for some of the tougher ones.
Yeah, true.
It'd be like an electric turkey knife. Those horrible.
Yeah, the powered
things.
little knives that are just death weapons. Would any of you like some of the local street food?
Well, I got the bread already, but sure.
I would like some local street food.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
I can roll a d6. It's a 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So, Bonnie, you receive, as people are walking around offering food all the time, just seem to be not just the tables, there are literally people walking around with like trays of food selling it. It's a very busy market, it's worth knowing. There are more Anunani than I put tokens down. You feel a strange yellow coloured sort of rice dish smothered in flowers. It seems to sort of shimmer in the sunlight and have a strangely earthy yet aromatic taste.
I'll eat it and enjoy it. Try not to get anything spilt on my new cloak and brooch.
Bonkers, you've come across a fiery dish that seems to be marinated in a blend of spices and herbs you've never come across in your life. Roasted over some strange flames. There's a sense of spicy, sweet flavour with essence of mystery in it. It's almost like you've thought of tasting this before, but it's kind of not accepted.
Oh, that's what I've been smelling this whole time. I imagine there's like a bunch of people around waiting for this or getting this or whatever, and that's probably what's drawing me there.
Yeah, there's people with trays going around. That's literally everything.
Oh yeah, I am here for the local fair, and I probably just followed whoever was looking the most interesting with the food.
Probably an old grandma or something like that. You're like, these people know their food.
Yes. Ooh, that smells so good. Yeah, let me get a helping of that.
These individuals are all sort
here.
of 5 feet tall. You just kind of grab and drop your money from what you can see.
Do a little hop, drop the money. Do a little hop, grab the food. Because I'm like 3 feet tall, but I can jump.
You're shorter than these people, but you can jump, so you can get away with it.
Extremely easily.
Yeah.
I'm currently, I believe, at a 25-foot leap, but it doesn't specify direction, so a 25-foot vertical leap.
Which seems
that
appropriate.
Should get you up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Above the old grannies.
I can get 2 feet up, no problem. That's just like a bump, bump.
Absolutely. Would anyone like a drink?
I'm gonna take a swig of my hip flask.
Of course you are. Bonkers, would
Killing
you
the
like a
locals.
drink?
Yeah, I'll find something
Pro-
sweet and fruity, or again local fare. I would
roll
like
a
to.
roll a d6. You're gonna what's the not going to embrace, and it's not the word I'm thinking of, but just in the local culture.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, this is the first new planet we've been to in a long, and not forever, but a while. So,
Yeah.
I am here
Immerse
for an
yourself in the
interesting
local
time.
culture. That's what I was thinking of. Immerse yourself.
There you go.
You're handed a golden chalice surrounded by mystical crystals, with some herbs sticking out of it. It seems to be some sort of what you can guess is water.
No, some kind of fancied up water, I guess.
Yes.
I imagine it has like a little the hints of the herbs do things to it.
Yes, it's just literally tufts of greenery sticking out of it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's pretty hot right now, so some water would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll politely thank the vendor, and I imagine I bring the glass back when I'm done with it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Everyone else seems to be sort of placing it back on the tray.
Yeah, I figured it was a, while you are here, this is your cup to use.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wander around enjoying my fairly spicy spiced chicken, along with a glass of refreshing water.
From what you can garner, these people are very communal and just happy in each other's presence, and moving about and trading is not unknown to them, and the fact there's a stranger there doesn't particularly bother them. They just carry on with their normal daily lives. Maybe a bit of intrigue every now and then, but they're quite happy, and trading seems to be sort of a weaved part of their life as normality almost.
Well, I don't know about you, Bonnie, but I like it here. This is a pretty nice place.
I mean, it is very. It reminds me of home.
Honestly, it reminds me a little bit of home, too.
Yeah, it's probably the two characters right now that probably are going to feel welcome and at home here.
Probably for different reasons, but
Yeah.
yeah, it feels good.
Like,
Feels nice.
it's the heat and the people, like the positivity and sort of, how they try to stiffen the prices a little.
Yeah,
And you will see Bonnie take a swirl with her new cloak.
very nice.
Shimmers beautifully.
I was more in the grabbing a bunch of grub. I got some produce to send back to Diranor, so hopefully we'll be able to have some interesting takes on the local dishes. But a cloak was on my mind as well, so maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll see about grabbing one too.
They had this beautiful, like, blue starry cloak. I think would be somewhat your style.
If it was big enough for you, it was probably too big for me. But maybe they have something like that in my size. I'll probably check it out in a minute.
You'd probably customize most things.
If they can make a cloak, they can probably make a small cloak.
Yes.
Cut it in half.
Probably
Yep.
cheaper.
Or
Cheaper.
I doubt
maybe,
that.
maybe not. You'd be surprised. A lot of the times it's the labor more than the actual the physical materials. So it might be like a tiny bit cheaper.
True.
But it still takes about the same amount of work.
Yeah, it would. It would take about the same amount of work.
Yeah, pretty close at least. Close enough that it generally doesn't matter that much. Yeah, sure. Let's go see if old Bonkers can get a old bonk. Why? I don't know. I'm not gonna question myself right now.
You're literally the youngest one in the
I am
group.
very much the youngest one
By
here.
miles.
That is,
By far.
I confused myself. Don't worry. Words come out sometimes.
You
But let's go see
confuse
about
yourself with
where was
Talia?
that? Where was the cloak vendor? Where was the cloak?
Oh,
Where'd you get that from?
It's over here, and I'll lead him to the cloak vendor.
He's
Okay.
happily
Oh, wow,
sort of
you're
selling
right.
his wares. And
Yeah, they have a lot of They have a lot of nice stuff here.
Yes,
Good texture on some of these fabrics too.
they really. Some of them are quite unique, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder
So,
what they get
uh,
them from.
excuse me. I know I'm a little bit smaller than your average customer here. Do you have something that might fit me and maybe provide a little protection against the desert heat? Something nice and airy. Uh, Normally from a little
Let me
bit
have a
cooler
look.
places.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, perhaps this, and he will go into a box marked kids.
I expected it.
Yeah. He will pull out, what were you looking for?
Just something interesting, a cloak or an outer garment of some kind.
Roll a
Um,
d6. He will pull
it's another
out
6.
a small item of ruffled layers of sheer fabric. Seems to be embellished with sequins and beads that catch the light. It seems to be a small skirt. It is a tutu.
That's
Oh, that's so cute.
it is very cute. I'm not sure it's very much for me though. I'm not
Oh,
quite
you
that.
would look amazing in that. Don't knock it until you try it.
Bonkers normally wears like the leather upper armor and then like baggy parachute pants. Oh no, he wears harem pants. Um,
I mean, he really does at this point.
but that's what he does. He wears them and they're wrapped up a bit above the knee. This is not anywhere close to what Bonkers normally wears.
You also mentioned a cloak. Perhaps we can help you with this further.
Yeah, something a little like I said, something a little more outer layer for the protective
he will pull
qualities.
out a cloak that seems to sort of swish and flow, almost as if it's a cool breeze. But it has a fur lining and the comfort. It seems to make you feel cool just wearing it.
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Cooling qualities, protect from the desert heat a little bit, and then it's kind of soft to boot.
It will
What
keep you
color
cool
is it?
even in the warmest of weather.
Ooh, I like that idea. Will it keep me warm in the coolest of weather too, or is it just cooling? That's important to know.
He will look at you in confusion. I think just keeping you cool.
Good to know. Thank you. That clarifies everything. I'll take it. Sure. How much is it?
It's a sort of teal turquoisey blue cloak with a clasp almost of like a little wave.
Ooh, it is a rather nice color.
But this was a special order for a friend of mine.
Oh, if it's not for sale, I do understand. That's
It is
totally
for sale.
fine.
Sadly, my friend did not return from his patrol.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
It's 1,500 credits, I'm afraid, to
I can do
recoup
that.
the
That's
cost.
totally.
Why are you afraid? Don't be
Was it the?
afraid.
I assume an issue with the Madrid al Dam,
Indeed, I believe they were
or
taken
assumedly.
by it.
Well, I'm hoping that we can do something about that. We're
It would be acceptable. The elder is trying his best.
yeah,
But
we'll be
the
heading our. We'll be trying
Sandlord
our
has
best to help.
forsaken us somewhat.
That's unfortunate to hear. Um, but yeah, no, I'll take the cloak, but I'm gonna see what we can do to help you about these issues so that this doesn't happen to anybody
That
else.
would be delightful, and should you aid us, I would be willing to offer a discount. So would all of my compatriots, I'm certain.
I don't need a discount, not at the moment. But if we do succeed, you know, a little nicety doesn't hurt. Don't give us anything yet, though. We're just here to be
No, you
part
have
of you
not
guys.
done anything yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Short of lining my pockets.
Yep, just a normal customer. But I'm hoping we can help.
Which point an old grandmother's just banging on the table like, I want service!
Alright, here's your 1,500 credit. I'll let you get back to your business.
Please excuse me. At which point it seems prudent to stop session.